What to do after you accept the offer. If you accept the final job offer, then you're going to have a little more work to do. Here are the learning outcomes for this video. By the end of the video, you should 1. Understand the things you should do after accepting the offer, and 2. Understand specific insurance concerns related to starting a new job. Let's get started. One of the most important things you should do after accepting the offer is to stay in contact with the hiring manager. This is especially true if there's a significant gap between when you accepted the offer and when you'll start work. Ask the hiring manager how frequently she wants to be communicated with, but if she doesn't have a preference, then you can send a check-in email or a text about once a month. This will help you build a relationship with the hiring manager, and the hiring manager might start communicating updates to you that will make your onboarding process easier. You should also complete requirements related to your offer if your offer was conditioned on them. For example, students that are offered jobs that start after they graduate need to make sure they pass their classes. Another example is licensing. If your job is conditioned on passing a test, such as the bar exam to become a lawyer, then make sure you study hard. Next, connect with your future coworkers, especially if the only time you met them was during your interview. You could send them a text or an email telling them that you accepted the job and you're excited to work with them. If the job requires you to move, then you'll need to figure out moving logistics. Your future coworkers can be a great resource here. You can ask them about neighborhoods, schools, commuting patterns, or anything else related to your new city. If your new employer offers corporate relocation services, you should utilize this benefit. A corporate relocation specialist can assist you in planning the move by providing services like hiring movers, buying and selling homes, shipping vehicles, etc. If you currently have a job, then you'll need to give notice to your employer that you'll be leaving. In most cases, you're generally free to leave whenever you want, so you'll decide when to give notice. A few notes here. First, be professional in how you give notice and appreciative for the opportunity. Second, be considerate of the current employer's hardship caused by your separation, assuming that you like the employer. Try to ease this hardship by leaving instructions for your replacement and by providing status updates on all your projects. Finally, be sure to follow the company's separation process, which will typically include returning company property like IT equipment. Be sure to confirm that you'll be covered by health insurance as you transition into your new job. If you're switching from one employer to another, or from university-provided health insurance to employer-provided health insurance, then make sure that there are no gaps in your insurance coverage and that you're comfortable with the level of coverage. Finally, you should consider taking a vacation before you start your new job. Starting a new job can be stressful because the early learning curve is so steep, so relaxing beforehand is probably a pretty good idea. If you decide to take an international vacation, then make sure that you have adequate health insurance in place before you go. This might require taking out a separate travel insurance policy. That's the end of this foundational video, but just a reminder that this video is part of a longer playlist. The playlist is in chronological order, meaning videos at the beginning of the playlist cover things that occur at the beginning of a job search and vice versa. If you liked this video, then you should check out the other videos in the playlist. If you thought this video was confusing, then try going backwards in the playlist to learn more about job search up until this point, or even forwards in the playlist to see how things come together. Thanks.